Do you guys see that black sponge? Oh, I see it. All right, going. Shalom, shalom. We're going to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahawa Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles. Peace, blessing, mercy, and citation to all the brotherhood out there teaching the truth and sincerity in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. So today is going to be a real short lesson. Um, the brotherhood is going through some ailments, family losses, and things that they need to take care of. But so I'm your brother Kawak, and I'm out here giving you the revelation of what's going down. So what do we have to look forward to is, let me get a. This is China AI. So China has AI, and that's going into the technology, right? It's going to lead into finance. You won't be able to do things because if your finance is limited, your survival is limited. So what do I mean by that? If I only have $100 and I don't have no more coming in, I have to make that $100 stretch. So if I want to have another $100 after that $100 is spent, I would have to be in a system where it's gonna be given back to me after I spend it. So China is developing such thing, not because they're trying to start a revolution or anything, but because they're trying to keep up. They're trying to keep up with Esau and his system, which his system is already already set in place. But China thinks that they're next. And if this and if Yahushua wouldn't be coming back real soon, and this world would continue, China would be next. But we have some things right here to report on. Saudi fund invests in China effort to create rival to OpenAI. So we're gonna do a couple of things. We're gonna look at what OpenAI is, and I guess that's the whatever the China's trying to develop, right? To create a rival for the company called OpenAI. And the main thing that should be concerning is Saudi Arabia is supposed to be the United States' ally, and they have trillions of dollars. They have oil reserves. Oof, man. So that looks pretty bad. So now let's look at what OpenAI is. Oops. Let's see, OpenAI. It is OpenAI creating safe AGI that benefits all humanity. Well, none of this shit's going to benefit all humanity because OpenAI is an American artificial intelligence research organization founded in December 2015, researching artificial intelligence with the goal of developing safe and beneficial, and then that's in quote parentheses. So right there, you should be afraid, right? So let's go into the scriptures. This is going to be very basic and easy. So OpenAI is an American version of AI, and China is developing its own version, but it's already got it. It's their fucking line. They're saying that they're working on it. They ain't working on it. They already got it. All right. So what we're going to start off is, all right, Romans 6:12-15. Let no sin therefore reign in your mortal body, that ye should obey it in the lusts thereof. So what does that mean? So whatever you have going on, let's say if you wake up in the morning and you gotta watch some porn. I'm not saying anybody does it, but if you do, that's a sin, right? And you're waking up to it, and you're getting right to it, right? So don't let it enter your mortal body, because it's already the lesson was done last week by the brother Amawan. Um, Sin is death. That's what it is. Verse 13. Neither yield ye your members as instruments of unrighteousness unto sin, but yield yourselves unto Yahweh as those that are alive from the dead, and your members as instruments of righteousness unto Yahweh. So if this is a member, if I get that MOTB implanted in my hand, and I am operating with the knowledge that in my hand I have my wallet, I have my medical record, I have this and that. So now I'm an instrument for sin. All right. So from there we're going to go to Revelation 12, and let's say let's start at 7. Let's highlight that all the way to 10. All right. So, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. So we're going to take a look at the translation comparison. So it's telling you a bunch of things, right? It's telling you about Michael and his angels, which is Yahushua and his angels, the heavenly host, and Satan, the dragon. Satan has angels on earth known as Edomites. And my son right here, the younger one, he's seen Tic Tac chariots, and he told me that they were making a cross, like an X, and they were coming from opposite sides. And him and his sister, my other seed, they watched it, they seen it. So, and when you see stuff like that, it affects you. It makes you think about certain things. So those are the things, those little Tic Tac things that you see. Those are the ones that are going to come around and shoot down the F-22s, the F-35s, the B-12s, the B-1s, the MiG-16s, and other sixth generation technology that you're hiding. All right. The translations for Revelation 12 and 17. The NLT says, then there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon and his angels. So that's pretty basic, right? So we're going to go back. Now we're going to explain something like what could be the difference here between the Yahushua and Satan is we're using something called the Holy Spirit. Like you get information, you get a signal, you get a hint, you feel like something, and that's all based on a clean and clear conscience with your mind on the scriptures. It works on the wicked side too. They have something too, but it's not as powerful because only witches and other things like that can access it. But if they wanted to have a greater army than that, then all they would have to do is present that technology, which is the mark of the beast, right? And YouTube, you've been taking down my shit for no reason, man. I have the right to put up information that I think is critical, and I also have the right to, voice my opinion. But you've been shutting me down. You've been taking my voice down, and you've been not letting me upload for whatever reason. But there's a thing called fair use, and then that is backed up by the FBI. and I could use information that I think is important and relevant to whatever situation I'm reporting on, because that's what I'm doing. So if you think that it's just as easy as Michael and his angels and Dragon and his angels, it's not, because the internet is part of the Dragon. The police is part of the Dragon. Hell, the hospitals are part of the Dragon. All those establishments are part of the Dragon. But does that mean that the actual police officers are part of the Dragon? Does that mean that the doctors and the nurses and all the people that need jobs, does that mean that they're part of that? Well, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, because remember when I first started off, you're making that sin available. But now that you know, you're faced with uh, something really terrible, because you don't want to lose your job, you don't want to lose your benefits, you want to eat, you want to keep living that good life, but you don't want to risk it just because of something that you want to believe in. Because a belief is as simple as, is this real? And it has to be real, because these things are being created right now to oppose what's real. So what is Michael and his angels? Well, let's get the translation, the interlinear, because it gives you those definitions. So war is easy. So let's see. The word is Michael, right? So we're looking for the word Michael. Who is like God? And who is like God? Yahushua, the first of the chief princes or archangels, who is supposed to be the guardian angel of the Israelites. So that's, you're being protected by him, you're being protected by him, I'm being protected by him. Every brother out here prophesying and preaching is being protected by this Michael. Who is like God? And now we're going to go into some scriptures. This is Jude 1 and 9. Yet Michael the archangel, when contending with the devil, he disputed about the body of Moses, durst not bring against him a railing accusation, but said, Lord, rebuke thee. So that's how you deal with the spiritual demon. But how do you deal with his counterpart, Esau, that physical snake that comes out here? Well, you have to be smart. You have to be smart. You don't pack heat at church, right? You don't bring your weapons at church. You leave them at home, because that's where they're supposed to be. And the only reason why the police don't interfere with us is because we're exercising our First Amendment right of peaceable gathering, right? And there's really no one out here, but guess what? There's cars driving by, and that's enough to provoke you, Esau. That's enough for you to say, I don't want these motherfuckers out here. We got to do something to stop this. All right, so let's go back. So now we found out what Michael is, and let's find out what angels is. It's angelos,